Hey, what's going on, everybody? Welcome back to Derek Austin's Level Up Travel. You know I love to talk about points, miles, rewards, credit cards in general. Love to talk about cash back, love to talk about the programs like the hotel programs, the airline programs, the credit card programs, and of course about travel. Before we even get started, let's talk a little about Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. and today's holiday, MLK Day. January 16th, 2023. I actually have off today, and I'm finding out that a lot of people don't have off. My local government does not have off today. They picked up my garbage today, and not everyone has off. Definitely not enough people have off, and I think it's a big miss by companies and government agencies. This is definitely a big day in our history. Dr. Martin Luther King did so many things on shaping what our country looks like today, the progress that we've made on not only race relations, but just the way we are with each other as a people, and making that part better makes us more of a unified country, in my opinion. So this day needs to be celebrated a lot more than it is already. So that's my little piece there. Go ahead and watch the I Have a Dream speech if you haven't already. Today, it's a good thing to do. I have already watched it, and what a great speech it is, and always talking about coming together as a country. You know, he gave an example of his 4 children be able to walk with 4 other white children and think nothing of it, basically, and that is just such a powerful message. I think we've come, again, so long of a way. Obviously, this needs to be some things that still need to be sewn up and get a little bit better, but we've come a long way since back then, and thank God. So definitely reflect on that today. What I want to talk about today is the changes to the Alaska Milage Plan card issued by Bank of America. So I have this card, my wife has this card, and that is too much of the card, and when the annual fee does come up on my wife's card, she's had it a little bit longer, that will be the end of that. But I just got it, and I'm still actually working on a bonus. It was a two-tiered bonus. Get 40,000 points for the first, I think $3,000 spent, and then if you in 3 months, and then if you spent $12,000 over 9 months, you would get the second tier bonus. I think I'm like $3,500 away for the second tier. I already got the 40,000 points in the beginning, so I'm still working at that. And the changes to this credit card, I think for the most part is good, but there are some negative changes. So let's get right into the changes on this. And before we even go there, what's so great about this card is it's one of the few places you can actually get Alaska Milage Plan miles, and it's the highest rated mileage plan mile. It's also rated the highest airline mile rated on the points guy, and I totally agree. And I'll tell you a few reasons why. The amount of miles it takes to say go to especially to Asia, like Hong Kong and Japan, and then doing a stopover through those. So they have a free stopover, maybe charge you a little extra on the taxes for the second flight. But it doesn't. A lot of times it won't cost you any more miles to the end destination is what they rate you on. But I've gotten some crazy redemptions out of this, going from doing 2 legs of international flights. One example would be when going from, I think it was Singapore to Japan, and then Japan to Korea, all on one ticket, a stopover. I think it was probably worth, both tickets were, well, the second leg was obviously worth a lot less, but I think I got like 11 cents a mile. I've also done something from Cape Town, South Africa to Hong Kong, stayed in Southeast Asia for a little while, then picked it up a couple months later, went to New York. There was one award ticket, all in business class, and that one was like 15 cents per point. So you could get crazy, great value out of Alaska Miles. So that's why you want to get this card, okay? Because there's very few spots you can get it. in the past, it's been kind of like a card that you go and get the bonus, and then it's like, unless you're traveling on Alaska, actual Alaska metal, like their actual planes, you know, in the Pacific Northwest is the main area. In the West Coast, you'll be able to use, you know, actual fly on their airline. Then you get 3X, but they really were 1X everywhere else, right? That's changed. So let's get back a little bit into the changes. First of all, the negative change. The fee went from $75 to $95. I think it's pretty insignificant, okay? I actually thought it was $95, but it did go from 75 to 95, okay? That is the negative part. Changes in the benefits. To get a first checked bag free, it used to be that you could just, if you had the credit card, you automatically got it. Now you have to actually use the card, so that's one of the negative changes. And then the Alaska Day Pass Lounge discounts have been replaced, so you don't get that anymore. You can't just get a discount on the Day Pass, but you can get it on if you buy like the I think the Year Pass. I would go away from that though. I think you can get that with other means. So don't really even worry about that part. The Alaska, to say what benefits are staying, this is a real big one, is the Alaska Famous Companion Fare every year. So every year you get it. You get it when you first sign up with it after you meet the requirements, but then every year that you renew, you also get it. And the second, so you book the flight or whatever it is. It could be, and it can go also to Hawaii, but you book your flight and then you have a companion, right? So say if the flight is $1,800 or $1,500 or $1,000, that you'll get charged that, and then it'll be, for the second person, it will be a $99 fare plus $23 for $122 total for the second ticket. That's pretty incredible, and you can do that on a round trip. So that is really, really fantastic. Yeah, you can get a lot of value out of that. I haven't really used it. My wife's had a card for like 2 years now, and I haven't used it. And now how you can earn miles, you still get 3X on Alaska purchases, and then you still get 1 mile on all others. You still get 20% on in-flight purchase. You get a 20% rebate on purchases in flight, so that's pretty good too. Now, what is a new earning? So before, like, it was earning basically on Alaska, and then it was 1 point for everything else. So it kind of stunk, really. This might make it more of a keeper card for a lot of people. Okay, so now you can on the personal card, you can get 2 miles instead of 1 mile. 2 miles earn category on gas, which is great. Local transit, including rideshare, so Ubers and things like that, Lyft, and also local, I guess, trains or taxis and stuff like that will count there. Also, your cable. I actually switched my cable over to that. And then select streaming services. I'm not sure which select streaming services, but I guess a lot of streaming services will probably be on there, all getting 2X. Considering they had no categories outside of Alaska getting a bonus, this is pretty great, and I think it's worth having that extra little bit of an annual fee for a lot of people, okay? For me, again, I thought it was already $95, but it's $75. It went to the extra $20. I went to $95. So here's another cool thing, and I think that a lot of credit card companies should learn from this one. This is really good. So you earn 10% a rewards bonus on all miles earned from purchases if you have an eligible Bank of America account. So you get, instead of 1 cent per point, on all other purchases, you get 1.1 Alaska miles. For the two, there's categories with 2 Alaska miles now, you'll get 2.2 Alaska miles. And if you book on an Alaska, it won't be 3 miles, it'll be 3.3 if you're doing an Alaska flight. Pretty great. So that's awesome. Then you get priority boarding, enjoy earlier boarding position. When you book on Alaska, so you get priority boarding. That's pretty great. And then you get $100 off of a lounge membership. Again, I would not get this, but it is something that they offer on their card. So that is really, really fantastic. Yeah, and remember, you have to book to get the free bag. You actually have to use your Alaska, but I don't think that's really a problem. If you're going on Alaska, you're probably going to use it if you have the card. So I think the changes are really, really good. Me and my wife both have it. As soon as my wife's annual fee comes up, I'm going to get rid of the card. I want to see if I don't think they have a no annual fee, so it's probably just going to be gone. So for me, I think I don't pay for gas. My company pays for gas, even on my personal mileage on their company car. So I don't have their company car, so I don't pay for gas anyway. That doesn't really help me. The rideshare, I'm already using the Saver One, so that would really help me. Cable, I'm going to use it. I'm going to select change my streaming services that I do pay for. I'm going to switch them over to this card. So that will be some extra stuff. I'm also going to be using this card to still hit that minimum spend to get that second tier 40,000 Alaska miles. What do you guys think about this card? By the way, the Alaska card, has a 50,000 point bonus currently on the card if you want to get it. I think it is a worthwhile card, but it's more like one of those bonuses. Now it might be a card that you might want to keep though. What do you guys think of the changes on the card? What do you guys think about that 10% rewards bonus on all miles earned on the card? For me, I think that is something really, really smart by the bank to try to get, the crossover of them actually banking with you too. And by the way, I read, what kind of relationship you have to have. All you have to have is an account with more than $0 in it. Okay, it doesn't have to be like super active or anything like that. So I think it's pretty minimal. I think they could have asked for a little bit more even, but I could see other banks like Chase, maybe American Express, who knows, Capital One, Citibank, where they implement this kind of thing, and maybe even Bank of America on their they have a great system for cash rewards if you bank and put a lot of money with them, but this might be something also to consider for them as well on other cards. I guess they'll probably see how it goes, right? But what do you guys think about the change? Do you think it's pretty positive? Or do you think it's completely negative? You have the card, you get rid of it, or you think maybe this is now maybe a card I would like because Alaska Miles is so great. But anyway, tell me what you think about the changes on it. Again, overall, I think it's good. I'll probably keep this card for a while, honestly, for myself, because I think there is some need for it now in my wallet. I do have to, and that companion fare, if I use that can easily always justify the annual fee, and I always do like to get Alaska Miles. So please comment down below what you guys think about this. Any of the matters, MLK Day, you want to talk about the card, changes to the card, positive or negative, put it in the comments down below. I'd love to hear about it. Thank you guys so much for watching. Please subscribe to the channel. Please hit that bell notification so every time I do come out with a video, you'll be the first to know. Of course, subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, and see you in the next one. Happy MLK Day, guys, and have a great rest of the day. Bye.